Hey, all you cinema buffs out there. This Sunday, March 4th, we have the 90th Annual Academy Awards coming up, better known as the Oscars. A few weeks ago, we gave you our reactions to the picks, who got snubbed, who were the surprises. But this week, we're giving you the picks for our little internal cinema buffs competition, where this year, the loser of the competition will have to see a movie of the winner's choosing and review it and put it on the channel. So at the end, stick till the end. We're gonna reveal our our punishment picks for one another. But hey, let's get into the categories. We'll start with the screenwriting categories, and we have the same pick. We have a lot of the same picks, so we'll just kind of run through them here.
Yeah.
But for adapted screenplay, we both chose "Call Me by Your Name."
Yes, and I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've yet to see it either.
But really, looking at the choices for best adapted screenplay, I just think this is going to be the pick. Not only did I hear this is a really fantastic movie and well adapted, I think it's just something that's necessary with the content to win an Oscar.
Yeah, and it's the screenwriter is James Ivory. He himself is an Oscar-nominated director, so he kind of retired from directing and went back to screenwriting. So it's good to see that he's like in his late 80s now and he's still got it. So it's good to see that he's getting some recognition and he's the favorite to win the best adapted screenplay.
Yeah, but moving on to original screenplay.
Yeah, moving on to original screenplay. This is where our picks differ.
Yep.
You're going with the favorite.
Yep, which is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, which is a fantastically written movie.
Just so good. It's just like really well-paced dialogue. It's funny. It's emotional. It's just like it's everything you can want in a movie, really, when it comes to a drama / dark comedy.
Yeah, and it really it touches some issues on just like social issues in our modern times and everything. But I feel like it touches on them without really generating too much conversation. Kind of leaves up to the people watching to generate the conversation, which I think is a positive thing.
Yeah.
But personally, I'm going to go with Get Out.
Okay.
I think this is where Get Out gets its Oscar.
Yeah, you think? I don't know if I don't think Get Out's gonna get an Oscar this year.
I think Get Out's gonna. I think if it's got a chance at anyone, it's gonna go with original screenplay because now the Academy is skewing a lot younger, and this movie had more of an impact with younger people. I know that the Academy is still a majority of people over 50.
Yeah.
But I still think that it's one of the point systems now, how they got the rankings and everything. I think that Get Out's gonna get enough number 2 votes to overtake 3 Billboards.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to acting.
Yeah, and the acting, best supporting actor. I mean, come on, Sam Rockwell, right?
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, and it's weird this year because all 3 of the precursor acting awards have all been won by the same 4 actors.
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell got supporting actor.
Mm-hmm.
My pick for supporting actress, Allison Janney, for I, Tonya.
Yeah.
She got all the precursor awards, but you're going to step outside the box and go with a different actress.
Yeah, I'm actually going with, again, a movie I haven't seen in Lady Bird. And I'm going with
Laurie Metcalf.
Yeah, Laurie Metcalf. I just heard great things about Lady Bird in general, and I heard that she is just fantastic in this film. But once again, I, Tonya, that could be a solid choice as well.
Yeah, and I honestly was thinking about picking Laurie Metcalf just because, like you, I haven't yet to see the movie, but I've heard great things about the performances, and I feel like some people were feeling like she wasn't getting enough shine with Allison Janney winning all the other awards up to this point, so maybe she's the underdog going in.
Yeah.
And lead actor, come on, it's Gary Oldman's year.
It's gonna be Gary Oldman.
Yeah, he's got the makeup, he's got the accent, it's like the war drama, he's playing a real person.
Yeah.
So I think that all those things, it's like, oh, well, here's an Oscar burger with Oscar cheese and Oscar toppings on an Oscar bun. So,
and I was talking to somebody who saw the movie, and they were like, I don't see what the big deal is. I'm like, have you seen what Gary Oldman looks like? And he's like, no. I'm like, that's Gary Oldman. He's like, oh, wow. Totally changed his perspective of how he molded himself into this character.
Yeah, and flipping over to lead actress, it's Frances McDormand's year once again.
Yeah, I think 3 Billboards is going to be the big winner this year for the Oscars. Personally, I think it is. I know a lot of people are leaning towards Lady in the Water. Shape of Water.
Right.
But, I think 3 Billboards, I'm rooting for it really hard. So.
Yeah, I think that she's got this one all sewn up, and she's the one that really carries this heavy, emotional movie, and it's not one of those things where, she's a stern, angry woman kind of thing. She shows some vulnerability in her character, and it's just a great performance altogether, and I agree with you. I think that 3 Billboards Outside of Missouri is going to take a couple of them home.
That's where it just comes with the completeness of this movie. Is even with screenplay or Sam Rockwell's performance, never have I seen an arch so much where I hate this person and then I root for this person. It really pulls you in these directions so efficiently that's why I'm giving it so much credit and giving it for so many of these picks.
Yeah, and just given how well it's executed. You know, I'm a little peeved that Martin McDonagh didn't get a Best Director nomination.
Yeah.
But speaking of
Going
best,
up Best Director, yeah.
Speaking of Best Directors, I mean, once again, it's Guillermo del Toro's year too for The Shape of Water.
I think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, I think that the way that I will say, like, Three Billboards and The Shape of Water were probably the two most well-acted movies this year. Just, like, in an ensemble from, you know, the biggest role all the way down to, like, the minor side characters in one scene.
Yeah.
But I think that Guillermo del Toro gets the edge just because of all the technical mastery with it. You know, the sets, the
Practical costumes
the
and the
costumes,
special effects,
the cinematography, everything all encompassed. It is kind of a... You know, a wink and a nod to old Hollywood, and I know the Academy really loves
They'll
movies
love
like
that.
that.
And it's just a gorgeous film. It's
It
just
is.
a very good looking film. But speaking of gorgeous looking films, Best Picture, what do you
Yeah.
think?
I know that The Shape of Water has won all the precursors up to this point, but I'm going with Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Ditto.
As is Nate. And I just think that every year, the Best Picture race is kind of like a two-horse race between, like, there's the technical achievement, and then there's the movie that has something to say.
Yeah.
I think that Shape of Water is the technical achievement, but I think the voters are going to go with the movie that has something to say with Three Billboards.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm rooting for this movie. I think it's great. I won't be disappointed if The Shape of Water, or even surprised if that wins. But
No.
I really think that this year the Academy is going to recognize just how great Three Billboards really is. So,
Yeah. And just last year, I mean, La La Land won all the precursor awards, and then yep, Moonlight's the one that
Moonlight
walked
snuck
away.
it. Yeah.
Buffs. All right, so our picks are in. Now it's time to reveal what the punishment movie is for whoever should happen to lose this contest. Now, mind you, this contest will be for all 24 categories presented on Oscars night, and we'll keep you guys updated on the score through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
We'll put our full list down in the notes. Yeah, all those outlets so you can check it out and play along. We hope you guys play along.
Yeah,
For
so
sure,
Nate, if you want to do the honors, what movie will you have to see should you lose the Oscar picks contest this year?
I saw Snatch last year.
Made your bottom three worst movies, too.
And the movie is Alpha.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Alpha, you might have seen a trailer for it. It's like 10,000 BC meets White Fang. It looks...
Learn
Completely
how he became
bland.
man's best friend. Oh, okay. So I might have to review Alpha.
Well, you know, it's not till September, so if that's the
true.
case,
Yeah, I get to wait and
you got enough time to dread it.
So I thought, you know, I had a little more time to decide this. So this is really like off the cuff. So, you know, who knows? This movie might be good. I just don't think it's going to be one that Dennis will enjoy. Book
Club. Book Club?
If you're not familiar with Book Club, we just saw
Oh.
this trailer, and it's about probably 50 to 60-year-old women that form a book club, and they read 50 Shades of Grey and love it.
It's like...
And then they start realizing that they still have some life left to live.
It's like Nora Ephron and Gary Marshall had a kid, and it's this movie. Just like
Yeah.
the cheesy older mom. Like, I'm gonna be in a sea of women if I have to go see this movie.
Yeah,
and
he's go
not
that,
in a good
like,
way.
Go that like singles mom night or whatever.
Probably.
That they do. Yeah. So, well, there's the punishments. We'll see. I mean, we have a lot of close picks, and this is the entire the whole thing. So I think we're gonna differ in a lot of different categories. So hopefully it'll be a close match.
Yeah, hopefully. I would love for it to come down to like one of the last ones we differed on. I'd hope
Yeah.
it come down to like supporting actress. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyways, we'll keep you guys updated throughout Oscar nights. Enjoy the show, but until then, don't forget.
There's no place like the theater.